Good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 24th. It's Birdie's birthday. Yay! I've already sent her text. It's late. I stayed up late last night. I called Gina Pearson and we talked on the phone almost an hour. And and then I finished watching my documentary. It was very good, but it didn't end the way I was hoping it would end. But documentaries seldom do. And so I didn't get to bed till like 2:30, 2:30. And then I woke up with David for when he went to school at 6. And didn't get up till 10, my usual time. So plans for today is Jim and I are going to open the pool. Hopefully it'll be nice enough weather. Well, it's supposed to rain today. I'm trying to beat the rain right now. It's very sunny. It's very nice. It's 62 degrees, but it's only supposed to go up to 68. I think partly because it's supposed to rain most of the day, and it's starting to get cloudy. I should have walked when it was a little sunnier. Although my sunglasses show that it's sunny, but it's not. It's deceiving. It really is. And got a couple more plants that we have to plant. I point out where I want them planted, then Jim plants them. I do the annuals in the pots and stuff like that. I'll show you the flowers that I got. But I don't mind doing the potted flowers. I just, with my knees, I just can't get down on the ground. I bend over a lot, so that's a sight you don't need to see. It's like free aim for anybody that wants to come along and give me a quick kick in the butt. So, and what else is there to do? Oh, my sibling dinner. Michael actually remembered, so we're going tonight. I should feel bad that I wasn't on program yesterday, but I've come to the realization that this is going to be a slow process for me. I'm not going to be all gung-ho on 100% of a diet, and I'm just going to have to struggle a little bit longer until I get the better mindset. And because even though I ate out and I spread it over 2 meals, it still was a lot of points. It was a lot of sodium, and I got on the scale this morning and I gained a half a pound, which I know is the sodium, and I know I shouldn't have gotten on the scale. Oh, there goes Denise. She called me and wanted me to go with her to Lowe's to get some plants, but I haven't taken my shower yet, and I don't go way out and deal with the public when I haven't taken a shower yet. So, so anyway, so I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna enjoy my life. And unfortunately, eating food is part of enjoying my life. But I've learned to rein it in. I've learned to make better choices, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat a very light breakfast, a very light lunch, because I know I'm eating out today, and I'm eating out again tomorrow, so I'll have to rinse and repeat, as they say with the shampoo. So that's my plan. I have to go to Kroger's. I have to get laundry soap. I have to get David more hair gel at his clip joint place that he goes to, because that's where they sell it. And go to the pool place to get the opening chemicals for the pool. And go for my walk, which I'm looking forward to. So I'm going to show you my flowers I got, and then I'm going to head on my way for my walk. So come on, let's go. Let's get fed, because we're not getting thinner. Okay, here's my flowers. This is where I sit when I'm potting them. But I did get a bee balm, which is that one there. That's supposed to draw hummingbirds, and that's supposed to draw hummingbirds. We'll see. And then red, I got those flowers. This is going to be a yellow daylily. And I love marigolds. And I love a purple flower too. So there's my flowers, there's the dirt all ready, and there's the pool just waiting for me. Okay, showing you the marigolds remind me of a story. At our old house, when we first moved in, there was an elderly lady that lived next door to us, and her husband was bedridden, and he was an invalid, obviously. And when we first moved in, the kids were little. I think Jimmy was 14, and Danny was 10, and Christy was 6. So we had bought a pool. That was our very first pool we ever owned, because it was the very first house we ever owned. And when we were putting the pool up, I was going to put a privacy fence up because I just didn't want my kids to be bothering her. And so we were getting all the preparations ready to put up a pool and then to put the fence up. And then she came out to the fence and she said, "Could you do me a favor?" And I go, "Yeah, I guess. What?" And she said, "Well, could you not put up a fence?" And I said, "Well, why don't you want a fence up? I don't want my kids disturbing you." And she says, "No, because, when Al falls out of the bed, Jim's always willing to come over, and it's just easier for me to come yell out my back door, because the way the fence was, I could hear her in my kitchen." And she said, "So I could just call you, and I'm afraid that if the fence is up, you won't be able to hear me." And I said, "Well, you have my phone number." And and she says, "Plus I love watching your children and they give me such joy, so please don't put a fence up." So I said, "Okay, I won't put up a fence." So then I started my planting, and like I said, I love marigolds, and so I planted all these marigolds around the house. I had potted plants, I put them along the fence, so they were just beautiful. And I kind of noticed that she wasn't out as much that summer, but I knew that her husband was, in really ill health, and so I thought she was in the house a lot more. And so I didn't think much of it. So then the following year comes, and I did see her through the winter. We had to go and help her with Al a couple times, but that's what neighbors do. And so the next summer comes, and I start getting my things ready to plant. And she comes to the fence again. She says, "Oh, I see you're going to plant again." And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to put my flowers in." I said, "I probably should just buy perennials so I don't have to keep buying these. But I love marigolds, and they're annuals, and you got to bring them back every year." And she says, "Well, could I ask you a favor?" And I said, "Mary, you can ask me any favor. You know that." She says, "Could you please not plant the marigolds over here?" And I go, "Well, why?" She says, "Because I'm allergic to them, and I couldn't sit outside at all last year because with the breeze, it would bring the pollen smell, and it just affected me so much, so I never got to sit out in my yard and watch your kids in the pool." And I go, "Well, why didn't you say something? I wouldn't have planted them." And she says, "I already asked about the fence. I didn't want to push my luck or be so presumptuous to assume that I was going to tell you how to decorate your house." I says, "Oh, Mary, you're so silly." So she lived another like 7 years, and I never planted marigolds on her side of the house. I put them on the other side of the house where it wouldn't affect her, but I never put them there. So now every year when I put marigolds, she's been long gone for a long time, but I think of Mary every time I plant my marigolds. So that's my story. Okay, let's go. Gotta go. Okay, I'm back from my walk. I walked a little under 2 miles. It's beautiful. Every once in a while, a nice little breeze would kick in. It was so nice. I'm going to flash you some gang signs, because I had a realization on my walk. Is these jeans that I have on, I wasn't wearing them because they were so tight, and so I didn't put them on. And then for my walk, I thought, I'm going to put them on. Well, my non-scale victory is they're too big now. I missed the point that they fit, because now they're too big, and they keep falling down around my not my ankles, but the length keeps dropping around my ankles and drops from below my waist to my hip, and I have to keep pulling my pants up like gangs do. So I don't know what gang I'm in. Hopefully that's not really a gang sign, but it felt pretty good. Didn't feel good tugging my pants up every couple houses, but it made me feel better that even though I'm not losing weight, I'm losing inches. I don't measure myself. I know everybody says you should. My leader said you should measure in centimeters, because then you can see more of an accomplishment than inches. And I keep saying I'm going to measure. I have a measuring tape, but I just don't measure. Don't know why. I just don't. But I can feel it in my clothes. I can feel it in my health. I can feel it in my stamina. So sooner than later, hopefully sooner, the scale will start reflecting it. So here's Jim. Let's start our planting. Talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, we're done at Kroger's, and I spent $31. Not too bad. And I still got to go get David's hair gel. I was hoping to get it here, but the kind he uses wasn't here. So it's not that far out of my way. All right, let's go. Let's get home. Well, let's get his hair gel and get home. It's starting to look like it's going to rain pretty soon. So, okay, we're done at Lowe's. We got our vent thing to keep the birds out. I'm gonna put birdhouses by the dryer vent, and I don't need them finding their way into the house.
You want birds, but then you gotta buy stuff to keep them out.
Yes. We don't want them in the house, we just want them flying by the house. Okay, I'm back from the restaurant. It was very good. I didn't film anybody because it was so loud. And we really had a really bad waiter. He was, no, I can't even say he was a really bad waiter. He was just different. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, but he was friendly enough, I guess. So I do have a question for you. At the table next to us was a soldier, and when we left, we thanked him for we touched him on the shoulder and said, thank you for your service. I don't know that I'd want to be hearing that all the time if I was in the service. Is anybody in the service? Do you like hearing that, or would you rather we just walked on by? I'm so appreciative of the fact that you've devoted some parts of your life into protecting me, and I want you to know it. And I don't know what else to say to them, and I'm just really happy that they keep me safe. So should I have not said anything, or should I have just let it go? Let it go, let it go. Please don't sing, because you sing so bad. So anyway, that's it for tonight. It's still kind of early. It's what? 7:20? Let me look at the, oh, yeah, 7:20. But I'm going to end the video now. And see you guys in the morning. I don't know that I'm going to be able to walk. It's raining. It's cold. It's damp. But we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings.